Hello students, now in this presentation we will learn about charging system of the engine automobile. This is a point number 5.4. In previous lectures we have seen the details regarding the starting system. Now this is a charging system, and in the next slide you will learn about the ignition system. All these three systems, for example charging system, starting system or ignition system, in all this system there is a wide use of electrical and electronics component, and that is why the name of this unit is electrical and electronic auto components. So let us see this picture in which you will see the charging system, you will see the battery. After that there is an engine, there is a location of solenoid, and one important component you will see here in this picture, that is called an alternator. So this alternator is used for charging the battery, for producing the AC current. You will see other components like here you will see the ignition switch. After that you will see also the relay, after that voltage regulator. Such components are used in charging system. So what are the learning outcomes of this presentation? Number one, we will learn about function and requirement of charging system. Then we will learn about components of charging system. Then we will learn about construction and working of alternator. So let us see one by one. What is charging? So as this slide indicates, the automobile charging system is a set of components working to keep charge and provide electrical energy for the vehicle electrical devices. Modern vehicles are now designed with many electrical parts, which makes them require a large amount of electrical energy. The charging system powers the headlights, dashboard indicators or warning lamps, fuses, relays, engine plugs, ECU, such type of components. All these components are interconnected to the car battery, which is charged by the alternator. So this is the charging system. What are the functions then of the charging system? The primary purpose of the charging system is to provide a power to all electrical components in vehicle. It comprises alternator that maintains and keep the vehicle's battery charged. Charging system supplies electrical current to fire the spark plug, which ignite the air fuel mixture in the combustion chamber. Alternators help to charge dead batteries while the engine is running. Charging system help to send the engine mechanical issue to the engine's ECU using a sensing devices. Vehicle electrical components are powered when the engine is not running. Let us see the purpose of the charging system one by one. To convert mechanical energy into electrical energy, to recharge the battery, to provide a power for electrical accessories and reserve power when needed. So this figure indicates a charging system. You will see clearly here the location of battery and alternator, and you will see again the ignition switch. From this diagram you can analyze how the charging system can work. So let us see that in next slide. The principle of charging or charging system principle is working based on Faraday's law. You may have studied at the first or second year. So when a conductor is driven in the magnetic field, the induction current will arise in the conductor. This is the Faraday's law. And right hand Fleming's rule. When a conductor moved at a magnet, the motive power will flow in the left. So this is the right hand Fleming law. Let us see the principles of operation of charging system. You will see here the figure for it. A vehicle charging system has been represented in this following figure. That is, there are three blocks: the alternator, battery and vehicle load. When engine is not running, the alternator voltage is less than the battery voltage. So, current flows from the battery to the vehicle loads, and the alternator diode prevent current flowing into the alternator. When engine is running, the alternator output is greater than the battery voltage. So, current flows from the alternator to the vehicle load as well as the battery. This implies that alternator output voltage must always be above the battery voltage during operation of the engine. However, the actual voltage used is critical and depends on number of factors. So, this is the principle of working of charging system. So, this figure indicates the different components of the charging system. You will see change indicator, after that charging system wiring harness, after that alternator drive belt, alternator, starter motor, battery, battery cable, battery terminal, voltage regulator and main fuse block. So, these are some of the important components of charging system. What is the function of alternator? Number 1 is generation. The transmitting the engine revolution to the pulley via V-ribbed belt turns the electromagnetized rotor, generating alternating current in the stator coil. Second one is rectification. Since the electricity generated in the stator coil is a alternating current, this cannot be used for the DC electric devices installed on the vehicle. To use the alternating current, the rectifier is used to rectify the alternating current into direct current. Number 3, regulation of voltage. IC regulator regulates the generated voltage to make the voltage constant even when the alternator speed or the amount of current flowing into the electric devices changes. So, these are the main 3 functions of the alternator. Typical alternator circuit you will see here in this stator winding, after that it is connected to rectifier, then you will see the voltage regulator. This voltage regulator is now giving supply to lamp on the dashboard, to ignition switch and to the battery. So, there is a location of the diode also. You will see here the rotor shaft, slip rings and the rectifier which is connected to the battery then. So, this is a typical alternator circuit. So, alternator is one of the major and inevitable part in automobile charging system, as it plays the best role. The electrical power that charges the battery is from the alternator, but the current produced is alternating current. This AC power is immediately converted to DC power because alternators use 12 volt DC electrical system. The dead battery does not mean there is something working wrong with it. It just that being deprived of charge. This is why alternator is also checked if a car is not starting. Voltage regulator. The voltage regulator controls the alternator's power output. Though this device is often located in the alternator, as it regulates the charging voltage that the alternator produces. It keeps the voltage between 13.5 to 14.5 volts to protect the electrical parts in the vehicle. In modern vehicles that use ECU to sense when the battery needs to be charged, as controls the volt supplied. The warning lamp in the dashboard indicates something is wrong with the charging system. Oftentimes, the warning lamp is indicating faulty alternator, resulting in the unchanged battery. Battery. The battery is another essential of the automobile charging system, as it serves as a reservoir of electrical power. The engine starter motor is directly connected to the positive terminal. It helps to crank the component being the engine to start. As the engine is running, alternator directly charges the battery. The battery can also supply power to the electrical components when the engine isn't running. Next component is fuse and fusible links. Fuse and fusible links have different functions even though have the same shape. Fusible link can be called as a main fuse, which is placed near the battery positive terminal. The function of this fuse is to protect the entire electrical system of the car from excessive current. Generally, the fusible link has a capacity of up to more than 60 ampere. After that, next component is ignition switch, is used as a switch to connect and disconnect power from battery to rotor coil. When the ignition key is on, then the electricity from the battery to the coil motor will be connected. However, when the ignition key is turned off, then the power supply will be cut off. So, it is not possible the alternator generates electricity when the ignition key is off. Even the engine crankshaft is rotate. Let us see the working of charging system. The rotor of the alternator is driven by the belt drive from the crankshaft of the automobile. Rotor is surrounded by stator, which has multiple number of wire loops. The electromagnet of the rotor produces the magnetic field and it is cut by wire loops of the stator. This results in a small electrical potential development in the stator wires. The ends of the stator wires are joined to the rectifier, which convert the produced AC to the DC. From here, the current is passed to the diodes and then to the battery of the automobile. From the battery, electrical energy is distributed to the required system of the automobile. So, here this figure indicates clearly what is a difference between a generator and the alternator. You will see here the stationary magnetic field in case of generator, but there is a rotating magnetic field in case of alternator. See the blue color magnets, stationary magnetic field. So, this is the main difference between the generator and the alternator. So, here we are going to see the details of the alternator. This alternator, construction of alternator, you will see the parts. The stator is there, rotor is there, pulley is there, drive end shield is there, collector ring end shield is there. So, let us see the details. Stator, the stator is the stationary part of the alternator. It works as a armature in synchronous machine. The armature winding is housed in it. Rotor, rotor is the rotating part of the synchronous machine. It works as a field of the synchronous machine. Field winding is housed on it. Field winding is excited by DC supply through the brushes and slip ring. Rectifiers, rectifier in an electrical device which converts alternating current AC into direct current. The current produced in a stator is an AC, so rectifier is used to convert AC current into DC current. Diode, diode is a semiconductor which allows current in only one direction. In alternator, diodes are used to carry the current from the rectifier to the battery of the automobile. So, this is the sketch of the alternator. You will see the different components in this figure: front housing, rear housing, stator, rotor, regulator, brushes, rectifier assembly and brush holder. Let us see in short the working of alternator. The mechanical energy to the alternator is given through the prime mover, that is engine. Thus, the motor and hence the field magnets are rotated in the direction of prime mover. The field poles are magnetized by applying a voltage to the field coils through the slip rings. The field windings are connected such that alternate north and south poles are produced. As the rotor rotates, the north and south poles of the magnetic flux is cut by stationary armature, which induced an EMF in the armature winding. As the magnetic poles are alternately north and south poles, the EMF thus generated will be the alternating in nature. So, this is the working of an alternator, and you can refer the following links for your more study. Thank you very much.